Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are going to do our reader work. So all of you take out your readers. Take out your readers and your pencils. All of you have readers?
Yes.
Yes.
Take out your readers. We are not going to start from chapter number 1, okay? Because I have given you in homework to read the chapters. I will just give you a brief introduction of the reader. It's about a little girl called Matilda. You can see in this picture, and in this picture also, Matilda. Matilda was, you can say, a genius because she was excellent at reading, okay? And she started reading when she was very small. She had some extraordinary powers which normally children do not have, okay? In this picture you can see that she is reading a very big, I think, newspaper, okay? So Matilda had a brother, just one brother, and his parents were called Mr. and Mrs. Wormwood. Mr. and Mrs. Wormwood were very different parents like the normal parents because they did not take any interest in their daughter, and Mr. Wormwood was only interested in making money by cheating the people. He dealt in a car dealership and he sold second-hand cars and he cheated his customers. Okay, and his brother Michael, he was also interested in his in his games and things like that. His mother, Mrs. Wormwood, was interested in fashion and she was interested in watching tally. Tally word is used for television, okay? So Matilda, when she was very young, she started reading. The only book she had, she found in her house. But nobody was fond of reading in her house. Nobody was interested in reading books except Matilda. So Matilda started going to a library, and Mrs. Phelps was the library teacher. Okay, who was Mrs. Phelps? She was the library teacher. In this, you can see, okay, she is the library teacher, and she was extremely surprised when she saw Matilda reading very difficult and big books. Okay, so that was the introduction which we read in chapter number 1. Now we are going to read chapter number 2. First, I'm going to read, and then you are going to read. Note down the meanings in your book. Chapter number 2, Mr. Wormwood, the Great Car Dealer. Matilda's parents owned quite a nice house with 3 bedrooms upstairs, while on the ground floor there was a dining room and a living room and a kitchen. Her father was a dealer in second-hand cars, and it seemed he did pretty well at it. So, means that Matilda's father, he was a businessman. He sold second-hand cars. Okay, he sold second-hand cars, and he was very good at his business because they owned a very nice house, and it was a big house, not a small house. It was a big house. There were 3 bedrooms upstairs, and there was a dining room and a living room. Living room, you can say, can be used as a drawing room, okay, or as a TV lounge, and a kitchen. Sawdust, he would say proudly. What is sawdust? Sawdust is the powdery form of wood. Powdery form of wood. Peter, you can look at the screen. I have written, the chapter is over here, so you can look at the screen. The screen is clear to you. Can you see the screen? Okay, you need to look at your screen. Sawdust is the powdery form of wood. He would say proudly, is one of the great secrets of my success, and it cost me nothing. Underline this line. So what did Mr. Wormwood do? What was the key to success for him? Sawdust. Okay, sawdust is the powdery form of wood. Okay, all the boys need to keep your cameras on. Beta, I am not going to say this again and again. You know this thing, you need to keep your cameras on. Okay. What do you use it for? Matilda asked him. Matilda was extremely surprised. What are you using sawdust for? Okay. Ha, the father said. Wouldn't you like to know? I don't see how sawdust can help you to sell second-hand cars, Daddy. So Matilda was extremely surprised how his father is using sawdust and selling his second-hand cars. That's because you are an ignorant little twit. Twit is a stupid person. Write down the meaning. Twit, stupid person, stupid or foolish. The father said. His speech was never very delicate, but Matilda was used to it. Means his father never spoke politely with Matilda, and he was like, you can say he acted like an uneducated person. Okay. She also knew that he liked to boast. Boast means like you are saying a lot about yourself, that I have this and I have that. Okay. And she would egg him on shameless. You must be very clever to find a use for something that costs nothing, she said. I wish I could do it. You couldn't, the father said. You are too stupid. But I don't mind telling young Mike. Mike is the brother of Matilda. About it, seeing he'll be joining me in the business one day, ignoring Matilda. So his father believed that Matilda was a little stupid girl, so he didn't want to tell anything to her. Okay, but he said that I would definitely tell Mike because Mike is going to join my business. He turned to his son and said, I'm always glad to buy a car when some fool has been crashing the gears so badly they're all worn out. Worn out means spoiled. Spoiled. Rattle to make a sound. So he said that when I just want to buy a car, I, because he is selling second-hand cars. So what did he do? He bought cars from somebody, and then he makes sawdust in the gearbox, and then he just do some cheating with the gearbox and with the mileage, and then he sold them at a high cost. Okay, that was his business. So he says, I'm always glad, happy to buy a car when some fool has been crashing the gears so badly. Like he is driving so fast that he's crashing the gears that they are all worn out. The gears are spoiled and makes a lot of sound. I get it cheap. So he bought it at a cheap cost, at a less price. Then all I do is mix a lot of sawdust. So what did he do? He mixed sawdust, which I've told you it's a powdery form of wood. Okay, when you cut the wood in, and when you crush wood, then it is sawdust with the oil in the gearbox, and it runs as sweet as a nut. And he was such a cheater that he mixed. What did he mix? I will ask the questions from you people also. That he mixed sawdust with the oil in the gearbox, and it
Salam
started
alaikum,
running.
teacher.
Walaikum assalam. Okay, beta. How long will it run like that before it starts rattling again? Matilda asked him. So Matilda said, how long will the car run? Long enough for the buyer to get a good distance away. The father said, grinning. Grinning means smiling in a cunning manner. Like he said, that long enough that he get away from me. But that's dishonest, Daddy. It's cheating. So Matilda was an honest little girl. She said that it's cheating. It's not fair. Why you are treating the customers like that? No one ever got rich being honest, the father said. Customers are there to be diddled. Diddled means cheated. What is the meaning of diddled? Cheated. Mr. Wormwood was a small, ratty looking man. Ratty looking means bad tempered. Okay? Bad tempered. Whose front teeth stuck out underneath a thin ratty mustache. He liked to wear jackets with large, brightly colored checks. If you have watched the movie, you must have seen it that in the movie he is wearing a check
Teacher,
jacket with yellow color. Yes, Muzammil?
teacher, page number.
But I don't have the book with me. I'm just reading it from here. So you need to, it's I think page number 2. Page number 2, paragraph number 3 or 2. Check it out. Page number 2 of chapter number 2, Mr. Wormwood. Okay? Have you found? Musaf, please tell the page number.
Page number 23.
23. Have you found?
Yes, teacher, I have got it.
Okay. So he liked to wear jackets with large, and he just loved to wear yellow or orange colored jackets with brightly colored checks, and he sported ties that were usually yellow or pale green. Now take mileage for instance. Okay, the mileage which is set in a car to tell about the how many miles the car has covered. Anyone who's buying a second, if anyone, even your father or my father or my brother or anybody else is wants to buy a second hand car, definitely they're going to check the engine and they are going to check the mileage. Okay, how much distance the car has covered or how many mileage the car has covered. The first thing you want to know is how many miles it is done. Write it, underline it. So what is the first thing the buyer wants to know? How many miles are covered by the car? Right, the sunset. So I buy an old dump that's got about 150,000 miles on the clock. Okay, so he just bought a car that has almost covered 150,000 miles. Okay, I get it cheap, but no one's going to buy it with a mileage like that. So nobody would buy a car which has covered 150,000 miles. 150,000 miles. And these days you can just take the speedometer out and fiddle the numbers back. Fiddle means cheat with the numbers or reverse the numbers back. They have fixed so it is impossible to tamper with it unless you are a ruddy watchmaker or something. Ruddy is like, basically ruddy is a red color. Okay, so what do? I use my brains, lady. This lady word he has used for her daughter, his daughter. That's what I do. How? Young Michael asked, fascinated. He seemed to have inherited his father's love of crookery. Crookery means cheating people. Okay, cheating people. Now, students, till here, who wants to read? Quickly, so that we can continue.
Me.
Who said me? Khadija? Okay, Khadija.
Teacher, can I read it?
One by one, everybody will read it. Don't worry.
Teacher, can I read it?
Better one by one, one by one. Okay,
Mr.
start reading. Better from the start.
Okay.
From here. Matilda's parents.
Matilda's parents owned quite a nice house with 3 bedrooms upstairs, while on the ground floor there was a dining room and a living room and a kitchen. Her father was a dealer in second-hand cars, and it seemed he did pretty well at it. Sawdust, he would say proudly, is one of the great secrets of my success, and it costs me nothing. I get it free from the sawmill. What do you use it for? Matilda asked him. Ha, the father said. Wouldn't you like to know? I don't see how sawdust can help you to sell sawdust can help you to sell second-hand cars, Daddy.
Okay,
That
so what was his key to success in selling the second-hand cars, Khadija?
his key to success was sawdust.
Sawdust. Okay, sawdust. What is the meaning of sawdust? I've told you.
Here, sawdust means the powdery form of wood.
Good. Powdery form of wood. Good. Continue.
That's because you are an ignorant little twit, the father said. His speech was never very delicate, but Matilda was used to it. She also knew that he liked to boast and
Boost.
she
Boost.
would boost and she would egg him on shamelessly. You must be very clever to find a use for something that costs nothing, she said. I wish I could do it. You couldn't, the father said. You are too stupid, but I don't mind telling young Mike here about it. Seeing he'll be joining me in the business one day. Ignoring Matilda, he turned to his son and said, I am always glad to buy a car when some fool has been crashing the gears so badly. They are all worn out and rattle like mad.
What is the
I
meaning
get
of
it.
worn out?
और टीचर यहाँ से मेरा नेटवर्क थोड़ा सा स्लो हो गया था तो मुझे समझ नहीं आया.
It means that he bought cars from people or from a person who had been using his gear so badly that they're all worn out means spoiled. Okay, finished, torn out. Okay, and make a lot of sound. Yes, I get it. Cheap. Cheap
I get it
means
cheap. Cheap means not expensive.
not expensive, correct?
Then all I do is mix a lot of sawdust with the oil in the gearbox and it runs as sweet as a nut.
Okay, Khatija,
How,
good. Next. Next, yes. Muzammil, start reading.
Okay, teacher. So from here,
How
long
long
enough.
will how long will it run like that? Yes, Muzammil.
Yes, teacher. Teacher, I knew it, but teacher forgot.
Okay, you can find out. I'll ask Musaf to continue. Yes, Musaf.
How long will it run like that before it starts rattling again? Matilda asked him. Long enough for the buyer to get a good distance away, the father said, grinning. About 100 miles. But that's dishonest, Daddy, Matilda said. It's cheating. No one ever got rich being honest, the father said.
Honest. Honest. H is
Honest,
silent. Honest.
honest, the father said. Customers are there to be dibbled. Mr.
Diddled.
Wormwood was
Diddled. What is the meaning of
diddled.
diddle, Musaf? I've told you. Cheated. Diddled means cheating. Cheated. So he said that the shopkeepers have to diddle the customers are to be cheated. Everyone cheats the customers. Okay, so the customers are there to be diddled, to deal with them dishonestly.
Okay. Mr. Wormwood was a small, ratty looking man whose front teeth stuck out underneath a thin, ratty moustache.
Mustache, mustache. All of you know what
Mustache.
is the meaning of mustache, na? Do you know the meaning of mustache? What is mustache?
yes,
Men,
teacher,
man has mustache. Yes,
Yes,
hair on
teacher.
the,
Teacher, the hairs grow on his beneath the nose.
yes, under your nose. That is a mustache. Okay.
He liked to wear jackets with large, brightly colored checks, and he sported ties that were usually yellow or pale green. Now take instance.
Mileage, for instance.
Mileage, for instance. He went on. Anyone who's buying a second-hand car, the first thing he wants to know. What?
Continue, beta.
The first thing he wants to know is how many miles it's done. Right, the son said. So
Okay.
I bu-
Okay, Musaf. Yes. Now Musaf will continue.
Yes, teacher. So I buy an old dump that's got about 150,000 miles on the clock. I get it cheap. But no one's going to buy it with a mileage like that, are they? And these
Mileage like that. From the word mile. Mileage like that.
Yes. And these days you can just take the speedometer out and fill the numbers back like you used 10 years ago. They fixed it. So it's impossible to tamper with it unless you are a ruddy watchmaker or something. So what do? I use my brains, laddie. That's what I do.
Lady. Generally, the spelling of lady is Lady. Okay? But he's just boosting, so that is why he's using like that.
How? Young Michael asked, fascinated. He seemed to have inherited his father's love of crookery. I
Okay.
sit down.
Okay, beta, now I have to read. I sit down and say to myself, how can I convert a mileage reading of 150,000 into only 10,000. Can you believe he's converting 150,000? 150,000, can you imagine? 150 and 000, okay? And he convert 150,000 into only 10,000. So he is cheating his customers in such a way that he's converting a mileage of 150,000 into just 10,000 mileage without taking the speedometer to pieces. He is not disturbing the speedometer. Well, if I were to run the car backwards for long enough, then obviously that would do it. The numbers would click backwards, wouldn't they? But who's going to drive a flaming car in reverse for thousands and thousands of miles? So he said that if I'm going to go reverse, then I can do it. But why somebody would do it? You couldn't do it. Of course, you couldn't. So I scratch my head. I use my brains. Whenever we use the word I use my brains means your intelligence. You are using your intelligence. When you have been given a fine brain like I have, you have got to use it. And all of a sudden the answer hits me. I tell you, I felt exactly like that other brilliant fellow must have felt when he discovered penicillin. Eureka, I cried, I've got it. So he said that I'm such a, his father, you can see that he's continuously boasting, he's continuously praising his intelligence, that he is so good at cheating his customers. He never feels bad that he is cheating the customers and he is earning money through dishonest manners. Okay, instead he's praising himself, he's praising his intelligence. So he said that because I'm using my brain, I'm such an intelligent man, I'm such a brilliant person that I can do it, just like the man who discovered penicillin. What did you do, Dad? The son asked him. The speedometer, Mr. Wormwood said, is run off a cable that is coupled up to one of the front wheels. So first I disconnect the cable where it joins the front wheel. Next I get one of those high-speed electric drills and I couple that up to the end of the cable in such a way that when the drill turns, it turns the cable backwards. You got me so far? You are following me. So in simple words, what is he doing? He is using the electric drills to run off the cable, the cable which is joined to the front wheels. Okay, so he just used the electric griller and he turns the cable backwards using that electric drill. Okay, now who wants to read? Tahir? Yes, Tahir.
Yeah, teacher. I sat down and said to myself, how can I convert a
Convert.
rating of 150,000 into only 10,000 without taking the speedometer to pieces? Well,
Pieces.
if I were to run car backwards for long enough, obviously that would do. Numbers would backwards,
Wouldn't
but
they?
wouldn't they? But who's going to drive a flaming car in reverse for thousands of miles? You can do it. Of
What
course,
is the meaning
coach
of flaming? Class
Young
7, you
said,
know it. What is the meaning of flaming? Journal meaning. Flaming. The house caught flames.
Fire.
stupid.
Fire, burning. Good.
Bonfire.
Good, Muzammil. Yes.
So I
Course.
had the father said, I use my brain. When you've been given a fine brain like I have, you gotta use it. And all of a sudden, answer hit me. Tell you, I felt exactly like that a brilliant fellow must have
Hello.
when he discovered aspirants.
Penicillin.
Ikra,
Penicillin.
right, I got it.
Eureka.
What they do that? The son said, the son asked him, Mr. Mr. Wormwood is of a cable that's got up to one of
Pulled up
front
to.
wheels. So I first I disconnect the cable where it joins the front wheel.
Next, I'll get one of those high-speed electric drills and a couple
Cooper. Beta, it is,
up
this is
and over the
physics
cable
word, it's Cooper. Hmm.
such a way that when the drill turns the cable backwards, you go me so far. The following you following me? Yes, Daddy, young Michael said.
Okay,
These
nice.
drills
Now, these drills means electric drills which he is using. So how is he turning the mileage backwards? He is using the electric drills to turn the cable backwards, the cable which is joined with the front wheels. Okay. Now these drills run at a tremendous speed. So when I switch on the drill, the mileage numbers on the speedo spin backwards at a fantastic rate. Such a clever and cunning man. So which adjectives you can use for Mr. Wombo? Dishonest, clever, cunning. Okay, so these
Fatty.
adjectives, yes, fatty. Okay, you can use these adjectives. And he is using the electric drill to run the mileage backwards. He is returning the mileage of 150,000 to 10,000. I can knock 50,000 miles off the clock in a few minutes with my high-speed electric drill. And by the time I finish, the car's only done 10,000. Such a cunning person. And it's ready for sale. So he said that I'm so good at it that I just convert the mileage in a few minutes. She is almost new. She, he is, this word is used for a car. She is not a girl over here. She means the car. Okay? We are using she for the train. We are using she for the ships. We are using she for the cars as well. She is almost new, I say to the customer. She is hardly done 10 thou. Thou means thousand. Belong to an old lady who only used it once a week for shopping. See how he is deceiving his customers. He has turned the mileage backwards and now he's saying, oh, this car is new and it has only done 10,000 miles. Okay, it belonged to an old lady because the old lady generally don't drive the cars a lot, so she only used it once a week when she goes for shopping or for grocery or thing like that. Can you really turn the mileage back with an electric drill? I'm telling you trade secrets. Trade means job, business. The father said, so don't you go talking about this to anyone else. You don't want me put in jug, do you? Put me in jug means and put me in trouble. I won't tell a soul means I won't tell anybody. Do you do this to many cars, Dad? Every single car that comes through my hands gets the treatment. They all have their mileage cut to under 10,000 before they are offered for sale. And to think I invented that all by myself. It's made me a mint. Matilda, who had been listening closely, said, but Daddy, that's even more dishonest than the sawdust. It's disgusting. You are cheating people who trust you. So Matilda really didn't like that and she said that this thing is so much unpleasant. This is disgusting that you are cheating your customers. You are turning the mileage using the electric griller and this is cheating. So it's dirty money. When you are earning money from dishonest ways or through dishonest ways, this is called a dirty money. Two red spots appeared on the father's cheeks, means he became angry. Who the heck do you think you are? Heck over means who the hell do you think you are? The Archbishop of Canterbury or something, preaching to me about honesty? You are just an ignorant little squid who hasn't the foggiest idea what you're talking about. So he said to his daughter that, are you some priest? Are you some religious person who's telling me about honesty? You're just a stupid little girl and you have no idea of this thing. Quite right, Harry. Harry is the name of Mr. Wormwood. Her mother, Matilda's mother, called him by Harry. And to Matilda, she said, you've got a nerve talking to your father like that. Now keep your nasty mouth shut so we can all watch this program in peace. Quickly, beta, who will read it? You can read it from here. I'm telling you trade secrets because I want to finish this chapter. Yes, Kinza. Yes, Kinza. You have to read from I'm telling. Mhm.
I am telling you trade secrets. The father said, so don't you go talking about this to anyone else? You don't want me put in jail, do you? I won't tell a soul. The boy
Soul.
said,
Soul. Soul means a person, any single person. He said that I'm not going to tell a single person.
The boy said, do you do this to many cards, Dad? Every single card that comes through my hand gets the treatment. The father said, they all have their mileage cut to under 10,000 before they're offered for sale. And to think I invented that all by myself. He added proudly, it's made me a mint. Matilda, who had been listening closely, said, but Daddy, that's even more dishonest than the sawdust. It's disgusting. You are cheating people who trust you. If you don't like it, then don't eat the food in this house. The father said, it's bought
What?
with the profits. It's dirty money. Matilda said, I hate it. Two red spots appeared on the father's cheeks. Who the heck who the heck do you think you are? He shouted. The
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 Archbishop
arch the Archbishop of
Canterbury.
Canterbury or something preaching to me about honesty. You're just an ignorant little squirrel who hasn't the foggiest idea what you are talking about.
Okay,
Quite
beta.
right.
Okay, beta. Thank you. Good, Kinza. They were in the living room eating their suppers on their knees in front of the tally. Tally word is used for television. So they were in the living room and they were eating their suppers. The suppers were TV dinners in floppy aluminum containers. Beta, yes, one thing which I want to tell you is that I will take we'll have a class I think on Friday. So on Friday I will assign you the work. You will have a dictation competition next week, okay? And you will have a reading competition, maybe some writing competition as well, okay? Maybe I'll ask few questions. I will assign you your test and I will send a diary as well, okay? So the winners' names will be announced and the winner names will be sent to your parents. You understand, students? So you have to work hard. I will give you at least 3 chapters for dictation and reading any one paragraph. I will just give it to you and you have to read that paragraph. Okay? Now, they were in the living room eating their suppers on their knees in front of the tally. The suppers were TV dinners in floppy aluminum containers with separate compartments for the stewed meat, the boiled potatoes, and the peas. Okay, so they were having like Mrs. Wormwood used to serve the dinner on the trays. The trays were made of floppy aluminum and there were separate compartments, like in one place, in one part they have put boiled potatoes, in the second peas, and in the third stewed meat. Stewed meat is like broiled meat, like we used to have barbecue, just like that. Okay, Mrs. Wormwood sat munching. Munching means eating her meal with her eyes glued to the American soap opera on the screen. She is eating food and her eyes is on the television. She is watching the drama. American soap. Soap means a series. She was a large woman whose hair was dyed platinum blonde, except where you could see the mousy brown bits growing out from the roots. She wore heavy makeup and she had one of those unfortunate bulging figures. She was extremely fat. Fat was coming out from every part of her body, and she wore heavy makeup, where the flesh appears to be strapped in all around the body to prevent it from falling out. Mummy, Matilda said, would you mind if I ate my supper in the dining room so I could read my book? The father glanced up sharply, looked. I would mind, he snapped. Supper is a family gathering and no one leaves the table till it's over. So Matilda said to her mother that, Mummy, do you mind if I take my supper in the dining room so I could read my book? But her father said, definitely I'm going to mind. You have to finish your supper here. But we are not at the table. We never are. We're always eating off our knees and watching the tally. What's wrong with watching the tally? May I ask? The father said. His voice had suddenly become soft and dangerous. So his father asked her, "See, what's the problem if we are watching in front of the television?" Okay, students, remaining you people read from here so that we can finish our chapter. And on Friday, we can continue from here. Who is left? Who hasn't read? Yes, Shamir. Shamir, turn on your camera as well. Yes, Shamir. From Matilda Didn't Trust.
Mm, Matilda didn't trust herself to answer him, so she kept quiet. She could feel the anger boiling up inside her. She knew it was wrong to hate her parents like this, but she was finding it very hard not to do so. All the reading she had done had given her a view of life that they had never seen. If only they would read a little Dickens or Kipling, they would soon
Soon
discover
discover.
there was more to life than cheating people and watching television.
So Matilda was didn't want to hate her parents, but her parents were like that they were cheating the people, they were earning money through dishonest manners, and she knew that thing that it was wrong for the children to hate the parents like that. But she was finding it very hard not to do so. Like she didn't like her parents. Now reading has increased her knowledge. Okay, reading has like opened a new world for her, and she believed that if my parents would be reading stories of or novels of Charles Dickens or Kipling, they would soon discover that there's more to life than cheating people and watching television. Yes, better last paragraph.
Another thing, she resented being told
Constantly.
constantly that she was ignorant and stupid when she knew she wasn't. The anger inside her went on boiling and boiling, and as she lay in bed that night, she made a decision. She decided that every time her father or her mother was beastly to her, she would get her own back in some way or another. A small victory or two would help her to tolerate their